Several months ago, I received an email from this guy, Matt, who has an amazing YouTube channel, by the way. Anyway, he has become a great friend here in the last year or so, and he invited me to speak at this event in New York. Some other people were there, Grant from 3 Blue, 1 Brown. You know what? There were a lot of good speakers. So I'm going to put links in the description to all of the channels or corresponding schools or whatever for those who were speaking at this event, because I enjoyed everyone who spoke. And they said I could speak about whatever I want. And I ended up speaking about why I'm doing this whole YouTube thing, both this channel as well as my Fatherhood Engineer channel. They recently sent me a recording of the event, and watching it again, I thought, wow, this is really something I should share with my neighbors. I think watching this clip today will change the way you see my content in a positive way, I hope. So anyway, I won't hold up any longer. Let's watch that clip. And I hope you learn a little bit more about what I'm trying to do here.
So your next speaker, I first met, I was in Huntsville, Alabama, because there's a channel called Smarter Every Day, and Destin organized a whole bunch of YouTubers to get together, which was great. We got to meet a bunch of people, hang out, and it wasn't an evening of unnecessary detail, but it was a very similar show. And one of the acts was so great. When I realized I was going to be here doing the show, I reached out and said, hey, do you fancy coming up and talking about your engineering? Because we have an engineering YouTuber. And you know those robots, like the industrial robots, where the arms that can do anything? You look at me like, wow, wouldn't it be amazing? Like, if I could have all the uses I'd have for that at home. And did you know you could just buy one? If you're lazy, or you can build your own. So we have a builder, owner, operator of an industrial robot arm, among many other things. Can you please put your hands together? Welcome to the stage, Jeremy Fielding.
Hello. All right, well, I want to talk to you guys about the things I love. And this is an image from my YouTube channel. And that's probably all I'm going to say about that. So let's go forward. Okay, this is what I really want to talk about. These are my people. And as I look at these pictures, the first thing that comes to mind is how hard it is to take a selfie with 6 people. It is really hard. But I love these people, and I like to take pictures with them. And this is my crew. So not only do I love being a dad, it's a huge part of who I am. I also love engineering, as you might have guessed from the introduction. So I am frequently looking for opportunities to combine these two things together. I started this YouTube channel. This is a recent project where I designed and built this industrial robot. This was ridiculously hard. This is not even the main reason I want to talk to you tonight. I just wanted you to see it moving because I am so fascinated when a robot can hold a plate still while it is moving all around. And so I could not stand on the stage and not let you see that. So you saw it, and there it is. But thank you. So I'm always looking for reasons to get these people into this, right? So this is my daily thought. Every day I wake up and I think, how do I get my kids excited about engineering? Because that's what I want them to do. And one of them is going to be an engineer. I'm going to make it happen. So this is like a video clip of the robot doing something fancy. Again, this is not about the robot, but somehow he keeps getting in the slides there. Okay. Ever since they were little, I was just looking for opportunities to get them excited about making things, about doing things. Here we're making a little remote control car, and they're really small, as you can see. Later on, we started cutting things out of wood and making things. My boys spend more time in the shop than the girls, but I do drag them out there. They do come out to the shop. So you're going to see more pictures of them. Here, we're building a clubhouse together, and they're working in the shop there with me. This is my older son welding. So proud of him. He came out to the shop, and I was welding something, and he just put on the welding coat and walked up and stood next to me like it's my turn. And I said, you're going to weld today. This is the first time, and he just volunteered himself, and I was so glad that he wanted to do that, and we did. So again, more clips of them. But what I really want to talk about, one of two stories I want to tell you, how I combine these two things together. So as I mentioned, I love to talk about engineering, and I make videos about that. And this is a project that was on my YouTube channel. It started as an idea where I was walking through the house, my kids are playing video games, and they're like jumping up and down. They're all excited. They're loving this game. They're really into it. And I'm looking out the window. The windows are open. It's bright and sunny outside. They have bicycles, and I'm thinking, you guys should be outside. Like, why are you playing video games? But they seem to be moving where they are. Like, they're jumping up and down. They're really having a good time. And I became obsessed with this thought. How do I combine this energy and make them active with the video game? So then I had this idea. What if you had to exercise in order to play the video game? And that's where I came up with this. So I got a rowing machine. I converted this rowing machine into a generator. Okay? There's a whole video on it. I won't explain it here, although this is a night of unnecessary detail. I will skip that detail and just say you can find out more about how I did this. I made a whole series of videos on how to do it. It's actually not very hard. And because it was so simple, I almost did not publish this on my YouTube channel, and that's going to be important in just a second. This ended up being just like a 2-minute segment at the end of a video about something else. I put it online, and I'm so glad I did. Because when I put this on, actually, let me show you the clip first. So this is what was playing just in this video. It's about a minute long. Let me let you see it first, and then I'll comment. You guys ready to play?
Yes!
All right, let's do this thing. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, let's see what we can do.
You got the TV on for Rob. Let's see.
Ready? You gotta hurry.
Yes, son.
Who wants to take it?
Me!
Come on, hurry. You gotta go fast. It's recording.
Oh. It's recording us?
Yes, I'm recording you.
Cool.
We're about to play the game with our generator.
Fun.
So I put that online. I didn't even intend to publish this. It was really just for my kids because I wanted to talk to them about how power is generated, that kind of stuff. It's just what we do at the house. But I turned the camera on, I captured it, and this thing ended up all over the world. It was like a viral video, right? And what was weird is just that segment of the video went viral, which was, I don't even know how YouTube does that, but there, you can link to just a specific part of the video, and so you can see the graphics, and everybody's watching the last 2 minutes of the video and ignoring the rest. And the rest was what I intended to publish. But what's interesting about this is how many parents and people emailed me and was like, man, that's so awesome, and you're such a great dad, and I wish I had a dad like you. And it was just, it was an amazing experience to see that people were more interested in this dad thing than I initially thought. And so I started incorporating this more and more in my videos. And in the background of this video, of this channel, that's really about engineering, or at least it feels like it is, there's this undercurrent of fatherhood that you see in all my videos now. So later on, I built an industrial robot. And so, again, I make videos because people watch it for some reason. But I also want my kids to be into this. So I was like, how do I talk to my kids about robot safety? You know, when you think about you telling your kids to not touch the stove or whatever, they might still do it. And if you grab their hand and like shove it on the stove and like see what happens, I mean, you know, Child Protective Services calls and like, you don't want that. So, okay, I can't just hit a kid with an industrial robot. So how do I explain to them that robots are dangerous? These things don't care if you're standing there. When they start moving, they're going to go where they're intended to go, whether you're in the way or not. And then I had this idea: what happens if you get punched by an industrial robot? And we're going to test this idea. So I made a video about it, and my kids are in the shop. And this is a clip from that video.
Hope you'll be safe, Mr. GoPro.
What about Joe? Who's going to get punched? Joe's going to get punched.
You guys ready? Yeah, I thought I had, I think it's close.
Okay, wait. Now, you're going to see the robot hit the dummy in a minute, but I want you to see my daughter holding her phone up. You know you have won when your teenage daughter is recording what you're doing. I'm just saying, you have won the family when that happens. All right, let's keep going.
We missed him.
Now I feel good at dodging. Okay, punch.
2, 1. There we go. Punch in the face. All right. All right, guys. I think we're done. I don't think I'm gonna hit him anymore. That's probably about all he can take. Do you have a different punch you want to see?
I want to see you comp on the head.
Okay, we can do that. Final knockout punch, a combo on the head, per my daughter's request. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh!
Hey, oh, that's me.
Oh! 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knockout! Punching this guy in the face over and over was a lot of fun with the kids. But the truth is, I really just want my kids to be excited about engineering. And this was a fun way for me to experiment with that idea.
Now, hundreds of thousands of people see these videos. And to me, this is like the best part. I found this amazing opportunity to talk about two things that I love talking about. And this eventually, I started getting so many emails and so many messages from people who were saying, you know, things about their dad and reaching out to me. I finally started a second YouTube channel actually called Fatherhood Engineered, because I realized that some of them, like they just need a mentor. They need somebody to show them how to do it. I'm not perfect. I don't have all the plans. I don't have any counseling experience, no professional training in fatherhood. I'm just trying to do it. And that's what I tell them. And apparently people like it, because I started about 6 months ago, and it's up to 10,000 subscribers, and this is the second channel. So people are interested in this, right? But sometimes it's just how you present it. So anyway, I hope you found that interesting, and maybe I motivated some dads in the audience. Thank you.
Jeremy Fielding, everybody.